Hey guys, B-Man here. How are you guys doing today? Today we're going to show you guys how to reuse your smithing stones, guys. Yes, so you don't just get one or two weapons that are plus 10 or plus 25. You can have everything you own plus 10 or 25. Let's go, guys, let's go. Now for this you will need a buddy for this to help you, so, or a second console. If you're like me and you got two consoles, it's even easier. But you will, it's not solo this, so if you're solo, this isn't for you. This is an exploit and you're going to need two people, two consoles for this. With that said, guys, this is not only able to reuse the smithing stones, this is using the duplication exploit. So what that means is you can also use this to duplicate your runes, like you see here. So you can duplicate your runes, you can duplicate all your crafting stuff. You can use it to duplicate your weapons, you can duplicate your bloodhounds, your weapon Ash of Wars. You can duplicate pretty much anything, your amulets, your armors, everything you can duplicate, okay, with this method. But we're going to show you guys add-on for that on how to do the smithing stones, guys. So with that said, let's get into it, guys. To start out, what you're going to need to do to start before you do anything is make sure that you have a save point right on the server that's after you've, so that you don't lose anything. All right, so how you do that is you play at a point and then you exit the game properly, and through this menu here you exit the game properly and you will get it to come save properly, right? Then you load into the game and let it load your save data in. And then what I do now, this is what I do, so I can then tell you guys what I do. I do that and then I log in on my second console, the profile, I log in on my second console with it, and then it downloads the save and then it's done. And then I come back to this console and then I've got a server saved. Now if that's what you want to do and you got two consoles, go for that. Otherwise you can play for a bit and then just exit properly and then come back in and you'll have your save. Okay, once you've got your save, then we can carry on from that point. So what the save means is you can go in and you can delete your console's save data and you'll come back in and it will still be at that point, right? So you should be able to then go into here, go down to here and say delete data. But be careful, do not at all at any stage ever say delete from everywhere. If you do that, you will lose everything and there's no getting it back. Do not touch that. The only one in here you do touch is the delete from console only, okay? So if you, what you need to do is make it save so you can get to this point to where you can say delete from console, and then you can come in and you will be standing at that same point that you just were, okay? Once you've got it like that, then you're good to go to start doing all of this cool as exploits, duplicating all your items and reusing your smithing stones and everything, guys. So load in. At this point it loads it's syncing the data from on the server, so do not cancel this, let this sync here. Now if you say delete from everywhere, I'm going to repeat that, you will lose everything. Do not say delete from everywhere. Only select delete from console. And then when we come back in, we're in the same spot. So now we know that this is the point that we've got our server saved. Okay, now we can carry on and do what we need to do. For this, to do this, what we want to do is now we have all of these things here saved, right? And this is why we're going to need a buddy. What we want to do is go to the blacksmith, which for us, we're going to go to the round table. and then we're going to upgrade whatever weapon we want to the max level. We're going to use the smithing stones. So we're going to come over here. Now again, your buddy is going to need to have a weapon, at least one weapon, that's at the level that you're upgrading your weapon to. So if you're upgrading to max level plus 10 or plus 25, the person that's going to pick up a weapon, your weapon, needs to have at least one plus 10 or plus 25 weapon in the inventory to be able to see the weapon you drop to pick it up. So now at this point, we're going to go through and we upgrade whatever weapon we want to max level. So at this point, we're going to upgrade, could have just done that. We'll just upgrade the sleep sword to max level, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, all the way through to max 25. We now have that at max level. There. We've spent the dragon smithing stone. We no longer have our ancient dragon smithing stone, but that's alright, we're going to get it back. So at this point, now we take our weapon that we've just upgraded. And this point is why we need our buddy. What you can do is you can just keep going this and keep upgrading and upgrading the weapons and leaving them with your buddy. So your buddy can just sit there and you can just keep going doing this over and upgrading. Now at this point, come to here and we want to put down either one, doesn't matter, but I'm using the red one. Now you need to make sure that you and your buddy are using the same multiplayer password so that they can see yours. And what your buddy needs to do is your buddy needs to go and use the fur cooling finger remedy to be able to see your stone, and they need to then come here and summon you to their world. Once you get summoned, then we need to drop the weapon that we upgraded to max level. And whatever else you want to duplicate. So at this point, you can drop everything you want to duplicate. If you want to duplicate all of your runes, all of your armor and everything, you can now drop everything. It does not matter. So we want drop those. Our buddy will come over and pick them up. Now, when they're picking up, if they hold block, two-handed weapon and hold block, they'll pick it up a lot faster. Now, we're going to go over and we're going to drop that weapon that we just upgraded, this sleep one, to plus 10. So we leave it on the ground, and our buddy, who has a plus 10 weapon in their inventory, can see it and pick it up. They pick it up, and now they're holding that weapon. At this point, once you've dropped everything that you want to duplicate, so you can go through and clear your entire inventory onto the ground if you feel like it, then from that point there, when you're ready, that's when we're going to get everything back. So as you see, we've spent our dragon smithing stones, and our buddy's now holding the item that we spent them on, right? So now we're going to go back and get our smithing stones back. So from this point here, what we need to do is go into multiplayer, and we need to use this finger circle, right? Now, after we use it, we're going to have to go into here, and we're going to have to go into manage game add-ons, okay? So we use that. Once we see the swipe, manage game add-ons, save data, and the same profile we were using, we select that profile and we only select delete from console. Like that. Then we go back into the game. Now our buddy's still waiting there with our items for us. So clearly only do this with people you trust, because at this point, well, you've still got all your items, so it doesn't matter, but Yeah, you're not going to lose anything. Doesn't even matter. Go back in. Let it sync, because at this point it's got to pull the data from the server. And now it's going to be back to where we were when we started, to that save that we made it save at by exiting properly. And we're going to be back at that point with all of our smithing stones still in our inventory. We won't have that weapon upgraded that we upgraded. It'll be back to where it was, but our buddy is holding it fully upgraded, guys. So now, here we go. We have our smithing stones back. Our buddy has our weapon holding it, ready to drop to us. And we can now go along and upgrade another weapon, drop it to our buddy, then go along and upgrade another, do the same thing, then delete exactly the same, repeat that process, delete the save, load back in, go and spend some more smithing stones, drop the weapon to our buddy, then do the thing, use the finger slice, delete the save, then do it again over and over. And then once you've got enough, when you're finally ready and you've done all of your weapons, that's when you want to go along and you want to get your weapons back off your buddy. So when you've done it all, go in, look for your buddy's stone, or we'll put one down, sorry. Get your buddy to call you in. And get all your weapons off your buddy. So just get him to drop them. And then once you get all the weapons from your buddy, leave properly and do not delete the save. Go off and play and get a server save. So we'll join our buddy and we'll get the weapon that we dropped for them. They drop the weapon for us to pick up, the one that we just upgraded. We pick it up, it's a +10, and then once we've got all the stuff that we've duplicated, so if all of the items that we dropped, so like the runes and everything, they can now drop back to you, then we can go along and we can just exit properly, guys. Now, we can keep going over and joining them and dropping stuff, and they can just keep there stacking it all up. So every time we dropped, we'd drop more, would quit out, delete our save, would have all the stuff back. Then you join your buddy, you drop it all on the ground, they pick it up, and every time they pick it up, it's stacking up on top of each other. And that's how you get heaps. And then once you've done it heaps, you go in and you get them to drop you a whole lot. And then you go off and get a server save, and that's how you do it, guys. And then you'll just have heaps and heaps of +10 weapons, lots of weapons, everything, super easy. This weapon here is pretty cool, guys. It puts things to sleep. It's got sleep ability. I'm in the process of making some sleep builds for you guys. Sleep is fun. It's good against the god skins, but it's not good against absolutely everything. So it's a cool little build, but it won't be our ultimate build. Let's go, guys. If this helps you out, help me out, hit that like button for me, subscribe if you're new, leave me an awesome comment, and have an awesome day, guys. Catch you guys in my next video. B-Man out. Thank you for watching my videos.